My name is Wright, and I am currently the Chief Academic Officer in Aurora Public Schools, and it's my pleasure to be here with you today. Hola, soy Wright y es un placer presentarme como finalista de las Escuelas Públicas de Denver. The three core values that best describe the way that I lead would be trust, transparency, and relationships. Trust is key in this type of work that we do every day. I want families to trust the decisions that I make, trust the interactions that I have with their children, and trust that I'm moving the district in the right direction and be able to rely on that as a part of our relationship throughout the years that I am serving the students of Denver. As it relates to transparency, I mean, what is most important in my mind when you think about all of the things that have to be done? You have to be able to say, I know there's nothing that's behind the curtain. And he's not giving me some information in order to keep my eyes on what's most important to me. I don't operate that way. You need to know exactly what's going on, exactly what the issues are, so that you can join me in helping to make the right decisions. Relationships, yeah, that's something that I've been building for the past 20 plus years and in this work. And we work long hours, we work hard, we work together, and you're going to build relationships in that process. And I don't want my time to end in Denver where I still don't have people that I can go and see or people that I can visit, community members that I can go to their businesses and still be a patron, even though I may no longer be in a leadership role in the district because I'm doing something different. But those are the things that go past the title, they go past the contract. That's what's most important to me in how I lead, how I learn, and how I interact. Engagement with stakeholders, engagement with teachers, engagement with the community, listening, and being a part of the solution process. For me, it's important that, I mean, I don't want to spend all of my time being someone who only presents problems. I want to be a leader who's actually involved in creating solutions for our children. That's critical in this work. And someone who's actually at the table listening to the hopes and fears of all of our constituents is critical for me. And that's how I lead. It's always been a part of my leadership. And my wife tells me all the time, don't bring the problem, Andre, right? Bring a solution, please. And so that has been a part of my existence with her even for 20 years. So I think of what do I bring with me that might help solve the problem. And I feel the same way in my work. I don't want to just bring problems, I want to bring solutions and listen to what everyone has to say in order to make sure that we do what's in the best interest of the children that we serve. My parents are both former educators. My mother is a retired school teacher of 35 years, and she was in every building that I was in. And so my father taught and he coached as well. And so all the conversations at the dinner table, some of those were about me, unfortunately, in all transparency. And I still made it through to move on into this line of work. I have family members who are teachers. I've been surrounded by teachers my entire life, and I know the benefits of how those relationships have helped me. And so it's just been a part of my being, and I am glad to carry the torch for my family to continue in that legacy. And it has been a rewarding experience in multiple ways. And so that was a part of my life, and you can run away from it for a while, and then after you realize this is what you're called to do, then that's what you do. Yeah, so I've been here 7 years. I mean, I made a left turn in Missouri and I haven't looked back coming from Georgia, right? And so at this particular point, I've watched Denver public schools over the past several years and paid close attention to the decisions that have been made, close attention to some of the heartburn that folks have had, and as well as the celebrations, right? And there comes a point for me that the needs of an organization directly intersect with your skill set. And I believe this is the time that Denver's needs intersect with what I've been able to do throughout my career. I also think Denver's poised to be a district of distinction as it relates specifically to the view of Denver from across the nation, right? But the first thing that we have to do is settle how we're viewed here within our own community. We've got to do that work first, right? There's no doubt about it. Once we settle that, then we take the next step, which is leading the state, and then we take the next leap, which is leading the country. And we have the ability, we have the people, we have the resources, and we have the talent. And more importantly, we have the students that can do it. And so my job in all of this is to ingrain myself in the culture of Denver public schools and push forward the opportunities for our students to be ready to compete on a national level. As long as I can remember, it's been a part of my work to talk with students about what is it that you want to see happen in your career. I did it as a principal. I did it as a paraprofessional. In fact, my paraprofessional first day on the job, a little kindergartner who decided to meet me at the door because our teacher, her water broke and she had to be rushed to the hospital. And so the little kindergartner, she said, "Are you our teacher?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And I was very confident at the time. And she looked at the rest of her class and said, "Come on, y'all, we got to help him. He doesn't know what he's doing." And so I understand the importance of student voice from all of my experiences, both as a paraprofessional as well as the chief academic officer. And so what I want to be able to do is have, because you have multiple communities, right? And so I like going whole to part so that I can meet with students from all of the different communities and hear what it is that they want to see happen and how they want to be a part of the decision-making process. But then also bring all of us together to have those types of conversations that keep us all communicating, right? I think breaking down silos is important if you're going to reestablish the trust of your community and push it forward. And so just having individual conversations in one section of the city is not enough. But you have to be able to bring all voices together and then make sure that all of our students are listened to. I love to have advisory groups. Right? I want a student advisory group, a group of students I turn to and say, "Listen, here's what I'm thinking. How does it impact your world and what you're trying to get done?" And so that's very important to me. And I've been able to do that in every place that I've landed.